What is up, everyone? It is Sunday, so it is the start of a new week tomorrow, and this could be a interesting week. We have, from what I understand, CPI news dropping on Tuesday, which is also Valentine's Day. So not only is it a Fed event, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to be busy. So it might be a good day to have some volatility, maybe wreck some traders who aren't able to be at the charts to manage their trades. I don't know, might be interesting. And personally, I would really like to see a move to the upside, maybe in the next day or two, to potentially put in a lower high. If we can get up there before Tuesday, I think there's a good chance we might see, I don't know, maybe like one scam wick to the upside, and that might be a lower high. I'm not really sure. Just I would like to see a lower high put in, potentially continue this downtrend. Because, like I said, if we are unable to reclaim this range up here, I think there's a good chance we ultimately end up trending further down, given the high time frame bearishness. And if we can set a lower high before this Fed meeting, maybe that can be the catalyst to bring us down, and I might be able to compound a little bit into my short trade or open up a new one. Of course, I'm not completely counting out the idea of us reclaiming this range and, somehow reclaiming like a bullish market structure and maybe just continuing to trade in a range here or something like that. But it does seem like, based on the higher time frame money flow on Market Cipher, on the 12-hour really coming down here about across into the red, seems like we are more likely to continue trending in a downtrend. And right now I am in a few trades. I'm in a scalp long from the lows of this range and a scalp short from right up here. And I'm still holding this short from all the way up here. And I want to go over how I entered both of these shorts that I'm in right now, because they do have some similarities. So back here, this was the last high that we put in. I've basically have been interested in shorting all of these highs. I don't think I shorted all of them, but I was looking at it because of the high time frame bear divs that we were seeing up there. I was really looking for shorts up in this area, and when we put in this last high up here, we really saw the bear divs on the 4-hour with the money flow really getting low, barely holding on to the green. I was really interested in shorts up in this area, and the way I entered this short up here was a 786 retest. This was actually a level I talked about in one of my videos, and we did come up above it a little bit, but you can see the high time frame candles didn't close above there. We were only above that 786 for a little bit. And basically the way I took this trade was combining what I saw on Market Cipher with what I saw on Coinalyze.net. So, I knew we had the bear divs forming up there. I knew the higher time frames were looking pretty bearish. I was essentially just looking for another reason, another confirmation to potentially get a short entry up here. And as we retested this 786 up here, we did see some bearish absorption on Coinalyze. As price was making this lower high, we saw CVD and open interest both putting in higher highs, both increasing. And what this is telling us is that longs are opening. In fact, more longs are opening over here than were back here, yet the price is making a lower high. So basically, a lot of people in the markets were marketing long here, and you would expect, if a lot of people are longing, that price would go up. But since it was unable to make a higher high, what conclusion can we draw from that? Well, I actually have this video here which can kind of give us a visualization of what is occurring. So this right here is a whale. This whale is representing a whale in the market, or just a market maker, someone with a lot of capital that can move the markets. And whales can't really just market into positions. Most of the time there isn't enough liquidity for their order to get filled at that exact price. Their order would end up being, way off, because they'd have to take orders from different price levels. I think that's how it works. I know it's just hard for whales to market into orders, especially large orders. And so what do they have to do? Well, they need limit orders to be filled by market orders, essentially. If they want to open up a short, they need that short to be filled by people marketing long. And so this whale's mouth here is its limit short, and you see all of those fishes that are caught in this whale's mouth. Those are people marketing long, filling up this whale's limit order. And this whale's already got a lot of fish in there. There's still some jumping in. You can see a couple fish jumping out, a couple people exiting their positions because, they see the bearish money flow on Market Cipher. They see the bearish CVD on Coinwise. You see these guys jumping out. They realize it's a trap, but, some longs are still coming in, piling in. And what happens when the whale's order is filled? Well, you'll see that the whale swallows up all of those longs, trapping them in their positions, and then, boom, sends price down, trapping those longs underwater. And of course, this always could just be leading CVD. Sometimes the CVD and open interest will continue to increase. Sometimes it takes a while for these longs to build up enough momentum for it to break, previous highs for the market to actually start moving. So, if price comes above those highs, it is invalidated, the absorption is, and, it was just leading CVD. But based on the fact that we were rejecting from the 786, based on what I was seeing on Market Cipher, even on the low time frames, I believe I was seeing some bearishness. Yeah, the 24-minute money flow was making lower lows. We were printing this trigger wave. And so, yeah, basically when we started rejecting from that 786, I had a window of invalidation here, put my stop above that last high. If we started pumping above there again, that probably would have been leading CVD, and we probably would have taken the highs. And I didn't enter this trade knowing that it was going to turn into a swing trade. I just entered this as a regular trade. I took out a lot of profits in this region, at about a 1% move. Took out more profits on this way down. But, I was prepared for the possibility of this to turn into a swing trade. That is kind of my mindset when I'm looking to take trades from these highs is, lock in the trade, make sure I get a profit, and then if it turns into a swing trade, that's great. So, yeah, I just entered on my confirmations, and it ended up basically being a swing top. Now, this short that I just entered down here, I also entered with bearish absorption. So I entered this trade on this golden pocket retest. And, first off, we took out these highs back here. We saw the bearish divs on the 12-minute time frame. Money flow was looking a bit iffy as we took out those highs, but once we started to lose it, money flow started coming back down. And so I pulled a fib. I waited for a golden pocket retracement. We, saw the money flow sort of bleeding out on the 6-minute here. We started printing this trigger wave as we came up towards the golden pocket. And so I went over to Coinwise, and on the 15-minute time frame, we saw price making this lower low as we came up into the golden pocket, CVD making a higher high pretty steadily. It seems like people were longing this whole way down. Open interest, definitely put in a higher high there. So this was looking like absorption to me. And so, I pretty much entered the same way I entered my last trade. I saw the bear divs on Market Cipher. I then saw the absorption as we got a golden pocket 786 retest. And that really has been a great strategy. I'd say probably out of all the strategies I've used, this is probably one of my favorites. You can be a little bit more patient with these kind of entries because you're waiting for a golden pocket retest. And, the confluence between Market Cipher and the CVD absorption has been very nice in my experience. And, you can say your invalidation is the 786. You could even go above the last highs if you want to. So now let's talk about some potential resistance levels. If we end up seeing a move back to the upside, some levels I would look to potentially put in a lower high. First off, I like this zone between 22.3 and 22.2. because we have some single prints in this area. I've been trying out this new tool which can show you single prints on TradingView. I've never used any tool that displays single prints, so I don't know how accurate this one is. I'm sure it's not going to be as good as like ExoCharts or whatever other people use, but you can see this does show you some single prints. I'm on the 30-minute time frame. I think that is the time frame that people use, but yeah, you can see these red letters, basically the price points where there's only one letter here. You can see these levels have 2 or 3 or 4 letters here. Those are all the times price has touched off that price point. And yeah, the ones where there's just one letter there, there was only one candle that touched this price point in this session. That is essentially what single prints are, from my understanding. And yeah, they seem to be pretty reactive. So we got some single prints up there. We also have the lows from back here, these wicks, and just above those single prints, if I turn on Market Cipher SR, there is a VWAP snap right here. So that is an interesting little zone. I'd say I'm probably more interested in this level above it, the value area low retest. We also have this 0.5 fib. I think there's also a golden pocket there if you take it from a different high. Yeah, if you take it from these sides up here, it's a golden pocket 786 zone. So, there's some fib levels in that area. Mostly I'm interested in the support resistance flip that could take place here. This was strong support in the past. So, we may flip this zone into resistance and get a rejection off it. But if we're able to get back into this range, this point of control does have a golden pocket right around it. If you pull it from that wick up there, that is some nice confluence there. And I guess I also have a single prints level marked out here that it doesn't look like we hit. I'm not sure if that's still valid, but I have it on my chart. So either way, this is a good confluence with the point of control in this golden pocket. And then I'd be watching the value area high. But I mean, if we're really going to get back into this range and we're not going to reject from any of these levels, if we make it all the way up to the value area high, there's a good chance that we're then going to hold the support of this range as support again. So I would really be watching these zones to see if we are going to get rejected or not. And, then if we start dumping, I do like this zone right around this point of control of this previous range. Let's see if I can pull that up. Yeah, I like that point of control there. The lows of this range are interesting, but looking at this move to the upside, there really isn't much price action below these lows. So, it seems pretty likely that unless we, get a lot of buys here, unless we SFP these lows and get a quick move back up, that we could fill this price action pretty quickly and come back down to this golden pocket, which is confluence with this previous range value area low. Yeah, the value area low is coming in right around that 618. Let's see what happens if we pull this overall, this price action. Yep, it's still coming in right in between that golden pocket there and these previous lows over here. I've been saying this is probably the most key area inside this range, because if we lose this, then it's back into this old range, and potentially we may find support at this range's support, or we may see lower. But yeah, I do also like this point of control here. This was a nice support resistance flip in the past. So, we could SFP these lows into that point of control, but if we start to lose that, I'd probably be watching the golden pocket. Alright, well, I think that is just about everything I wanted to go over in this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support, and I will see you all in my next one.